What's up, guys? I'm here with Marty. Guys, I've been wanting to tour his van ever since he showed it to me the first time, because it wasn't done yet. But now it's pretty much done, right?
When I met you, I had just bought it, and it was just a box, right? And I was still kind of sleeping in it a lot. But yeah, now it's like a livable space.
It's awesome. So we're gonna show off Marty's rig right now, and you guys have always wanted to see something small. Well, Marty's got a Mercedes Metris. It's amazing. So, and also, best part about Marty is this dude's in comedy with me.
Yeah.
So that's how I could really know him. So, dude, let's show you our van off.
Okay. I found it 2 years used with 14,500 miles on it.
That's awesome.
I was super excited. I didn't know what van I wanted, and I was thinking about getting a Dodge ProMaster or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Transit, the little Transit Connect, because I wanted to get something small enough that I could afford it and keep the apartment, because I didn't anticipate enjoying van life as much as I do.
Yeah.
And then I went to do DCM, the Del Close Marathon in New York, and I saw Metrises everywhere, because it's like the biggest van that will also fit into a parking garage.
Yes.
So they're big in New York, right? And I was like, okay, that's what I want. And so if I can find one of those, I'll just pull the trigger. And I came back from New York, and it was like available at a used car dealership. So that's the deal. It's rear wheel drive. It's not powerful at all, but it's pretty efficient.
Right.
Fuel efficient and stuff. So that's cool.
And let's see the inside, dude.
Yeah.
How many people live in here with you?
It's me, Spin right here.
Nice, Spin.
He's about 50 pounds. And my girlfriend, Colette. She weighs a little bit more than him. I wish she was here, because she's the pretty one.
Yeah. Do you want me to throw a picture up of her?
Sure.
Yeah, I can throw a picture up of her.
Yeah, she's got her first professional theater gig this weekend.
Oh, cool.
She just finished assistant directing a play down in San Diego, so she couldn't come to this thing, and it's rough because it's so fun when she's with me at these sort of events. Yeah. So here's the van.
You got some spinning seats. I'm gonna get in and we'll go from here back.
Colette calls this the queen seat.
The queen seat, okay.
She doesn't drive much, unless, she drives it a little bit, but I usually drive. We got this to spin, and it made all the difference in the world, because this is a super small space, right?
Right.
And at the beginning, before we got these windshield covers, we had a curtain coming down here for privacy, and so that people wouldn't know that somebody was sleeping in here.
Yeah.
And so the space, this is like so important in terms of hanging out with people.
Yeah, dude, this makes a world of difference.
Yeah, we regularly hang out in here with 2 or 3 other people and the dog, and it's super comfortable, even with the doors closed. And the van is like borderline too stealthy, I think. Yeah. I was like, I don't want anybody to see me ever, and the van is like completely invisible, which is wonderful, because I've slept in like 12 or 14 different states in the street, and nobody's ever knocked on the van, because
that's
it's like
awesome, dude.
Got the Mercedes logo on it, and so it's like nobody thinks that it's and I have my own issues about like the politics of picking on poor people, right? But this thing looks like a work truck.
This thing's awesome.
And then you've got Colette actually upholstered these. We got a 5-inch gel foam memory mattress off of Amazon, and cut it in half. So we've got 2 different cushions, and this folds out, right?
Yep.
You've seen this slat bed if you're on YouTube.
Yeah, have you seen this?
If you're Googling van life, then you know what this slat bed is.
We don't have to pull it up, but everybody should know what it does.
Yeah, it slides out all the way to here. It's like almost a full-size mattress, and we're pretty small people, so it's comfortable for us.
And then you have plenty of storage underneath.
Yeah, just like got my rollerblades under there, surfboard. Yeah, fortunately I ride a really small surfboard, so it fits. And then this is this is part of the learning curve. I thought I was going to screw up the electrical cabinet.
I'm going to come in this.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit in the queen seat.
And so,
look at you with your gear.
This is my Valentine's card from Colette.
Oh, very nice.
I hate cards, but I was drunk and I couldn't help it. So
awesome, Colette.
This is the electrical cabinet, the solar cabinet.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to screw it up and have to constantly be working on it, so I put it in this super prime real estate. And I did everything perfectly. And so I haven't had to mess with it at all.
YouTube University.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I spent like 200 hours on YouTube, probably 3 or 4 hours last summer crying, a decent number of them bleeding. But everything came out. Nothing square or plumb, because I'm not But anyway, my buddy Aaron, who's an actual carpenter, helped me, and I won't take this all the way out. You just have to take my word for it. The charge controller is up behind this little cabinet.
Yeah.
But everything's working so well that I very rarely need to even get in here.
Yeah.
And I was lamenting the loss of this storage space, so we built a little cabinet that can come out with thumb screws, right?
That is so cool.
That fits into the negative space of the electrical cabinet, but if for some reason something went weird, I could just take this out, put it on the floor here, and operate on the solar
That's a
cabinet.
genius idea, man.
Yeah, I mean, if I had it to do over again, I would put all the solar equipment under the bed, which is like the less accessible place, right? But this is
a good spot though.
This is the adjustment, right?
What's the battery size?
This is way bigger than it looks. It's like this long, 130 pound, 200 amp hour AGM battery, 1,000 watt inverter right here, and I ran some like a power strip back here, so I've got a few more outlets there.
Okay,
and that's
cool.
Mainly what I use is next to the sink. 40 amp charge controller and a little DC fuse box. Basically, here's what I did. Nomad Home, you know that website?
Yeah.
Dude, I basically followed their solar system exactly.
Nice.
You know?
There you go. There's a plug for Nomad Home.
I actually probably made them a lot of money because I bought everything off of the links off of their little shopping list.
There you go.
So you're welcome, Nomad Home. And this is like an IKEA thing that I got as a hand-me-down from like a housemate back in the day, and I just sort of incorporated it into the thing. This is not my craftsmanship. It was made by some Swedish slave, probably. It's gonna get dark, buddy. Sorry.
You're good. I love it, dude. Well, we're both in the comedy world.
And then I basically wanted to improvise these shelves because I didn't know. I wanted it to be as modular as possible. And so I didn't know how big I wanted everything to be. I just basically put these little wooden tabs in here so that these will all come out and I could adjust. If I wanted something this tall, I could have a shelf there. But it's like a super rudimentary sort of shelving drawer system. And because of this new cabinet, Colette actually has clothing space now. She's a full member of the van life.
Beautiful. You guys both live out of this full time.
Yeah, it's great.
And I see you got a roof vent.
Yep. That was the scariest thing, dude.
Like cutting into a hole. Yeah.
I spent 8 years without a car, and then I go to the dealership. I spend $20-some thousand on credit, right?
Yep.
And then 3 days later, I'm like, I have to cut a 14 by 14 inch hole in the top of this van, and I'm up there barefoot, like with my jigsaw, and I'm just like, I drill a couple of holes, and I'm like, I had to cut it like 5 times because my theory was, you can always make it bigger, but you can't unmake it.
Yep,
If I cut it 14.5 inches, the van's just gonna fall into the van. So it took me a while to get it to fit because I was so timid about actually cutting the hole.
Oh man, you're better than me. I didn't even cut my own.
Yeah, it works
was
great.
scary.
I put all 300 watts of solar on top myself too. Yeah,
I'm going to show your roof as well. So your
really
roof
scary.
is pretty damn cool. Let's go to your kitchen because
let's walk around back.
Before we even go to your kitchen, how can we find you on Instagram?
At From the Van.
Because the reason I'm making that up is because literally every picture of you, I see you cooking.
It's food.
Yeah,
it's
and
all
you're
food.
cooking. You made a dish last night.
Yeah, chicken bog. It's a South Carolina chicken and rice dish. Every culture has its chicken and rice dish, but a bunch of my friends, close friends, are Filipino, and so I've started adding a little bit of Filipino or arroz caldo sort of flair to it, and so it's got fish sauce and soy sauce in
Dude,
it
was awesome. Like, I had some this morning. Thank you. Let's go check out this.
Yeah, so my gram is basically like it's like a food porn gram that also happens to hashtag van life. So, I've got your standard Dometic fridge. This thing is incredible. They're expensive, but I'm so glad I spent the money because it works flawlessly. It's big enough for the two of us that actually the limitation of size creates a situation to where we're not like wasting food. It's impossible for us to waste food because it's like right there in front of you. So I got a little cooktop here. I wired in some power back here.
Nice.
So that we can cook at night if we're somewhere where that's notoriously cooking, it's fine. 3.5 gallon water brick with a 1.5 gallon drain there.
Nice.
And this is just like, your salad bowl thing that I did.
Yeah, perfect.
And I got this.
Have you used it?
The thing with the shower head is that like when you're paying for like 40 cents for reverse osmosis water, you don't want to shower with that.
Right.
That's an expensive shower, and you have to go back to the store to fill up. But it has come in use a couple of times. Super handy because we'll be out on a hike and Spin will roll in some dog crap or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh God, we've got to clean him before we can put him back in the house.
That's a good addition just for Spin.
Yeah. So that's why I keep it around. And then this is our pantry situation. I sort of tried to make it so that everything turned into a table.
Look at that. That's pretty nifty because that's held up by that
other door. Yeah. And so that works. And we have the cooktop over here where I cook. And then this is the grease slot right here with the cast iron skillets. My most prized possessions are the things with which I make food.
I see that. I think you may have more food storage and clothing storage.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. my buddies joke with me because I wear this shirt every time I go out.
Yeah.
And my buddies who have like real serious like weekday jobs are like, dude, that's the only shirt you have, man. Are you okay? Are you living in a van? Do you need a shirt? And I'm like, no, dude, I just wear this shirt because it's caustic and provocative, and I like the conversations it starts. Colette works at Modern Times. They make incredible beer.
Okay. She works at Modern Times?
Coffee is incredible too.
Cool.
Yeah, that's her day gig, and she also is a theater director.
Nice.
Magic bullet to grind the coffee, and then the cutest little Chemex. I was so excited about this guy. This is a 900 watt, because I have a 1000 watt inverter, 900 watt Bonavita kettle, so that I really enjoy, like I have this awesome Coleman, super simple Coleman butane stove, but I like to do as much as I can off of the solar power because it's just like, that's free energy.
Free power, yeah.
Yeah. It's like I don't have to buy, not only do I not have to buy the butane, but I feel good about the fact that I'm like driving around a gasoline engine, but I'm still reducing my carbon footprint by doing as much as I can on the solar.
Yeah.
So that's basically the deal, dude.
I see you're a big partier, so I see that you still have a chicken thing on top of your roof here.
Well, here's the deal. Oh, check this out. One of my favorite things about van life is the little tricks that you figure out. And they're little things that, like, where's my coffee mug? This is a Tostitos, and this won't work for anybody else on YouTube, so this is a completely useless piece of advice. The Tostitos salsa and queso and stuff, all those little
the little
dips
jars
that you buy, they're not good, right? It's poor quality food, but this jar just happens to fit the Mercedes Metris cup holder in the front, like a glove. And I was so lucky when I lost my last one that I knew where it came from, because I was like, okay, we're just buying some more dip, and then
dumping it out.
we have to suffer through it. And then I've got a lidded jar that, and the thing is, it only shakes with the van as opposed to in resonance with the van, and so it's like the perfect jar for up front.
Dude, that's amazing.
I love those little tricks. And this, in a place this small, you don't have even space for like your little college-sized trash can.
Yeah.
And so these mixed nuts things from Kirkland, from the Costco, these are my trash bags, and that's the reason that's up there.
Dude, I get it.
It's not because I was that trash last night, you know? It's because it won't fit in there, you know? And so I'm not putting it in the van because Spin would eat that styrofoam.
But, you know, you did party.
Of course. All the time, dude. All the time. So that's the van. It's like a really good living room for...
Dude, it's great, man.
Downtown, wherever you're at.
I love it, man. Like, guys, you guys wanted to see a small living, like van living? Marty's it. Like, this guy, as you can see, it's not a high roof at all. I was sitting inside, but you know, you don't need a high roof.
You didn't feel claustrophobic in there?
No, I felt comfortable. I was like, dude, I'm gonna stay.
Yeah.
You know, I think the swivel seats really helped you out a lot.
It's huge, man.
Guys, honestly, you gotta follow Marty on Instagram. Again,
From the van.
From the van. I don't know why. I just know who you are, so I never know people's links.
Yeah.
But guys, he's a good friend of mine. He does some great comedy work. Anything you want to plug on comedy-wise?
Oh, well, we host a show. Me and my buddies Jeff and Carlos host a show called That's Shoebiz.
That's Shoebiz.
In Los Feliz, in a little dumpy underground comedy theater called The Clubhouse, and it's super duper fun storytelling and improv show. That's what you came and played.
I did a storytelling.
We've got one tomorrow night, and it happens first, third, and if there is one, the 5th Monday of the month.
Nice. And that was special. I think I did the 5th Monday.
It's a good play around, man.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And he's making coffee actually as we speak.
Yeah.
So good stuff, buddy. Thank you, Marty. Marty is the man. I love him. All right, guys. I'll see you later.